Hello, it's still autumn here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom, and we've had our first night frosts. Yes, we have. And only a couple of days ago I was down our local seashore with the pups and we collected some seaweed. I've chopped and dropped it with a mixture of seaweed and leaves. It's on the raised beds. My 3 raised beds are now covered with a layer of chop and drop. That's a mix of seaweed and leaves that's had the lawnmower put over them and then drizzled onto these 3 raised beds. And I've also got some seaweed that I haven't worked on yet. It's just outdoors in a pile. Just give you a closer look. Right, time for a cup of tea. Come on, dogs. Time for a cup of tea. But that will be chopped and dropped with leaves, and that's going on buckets and bags. But one of the questions I get every year when I produce seaweed videos is, what about the salt? Well, let me ask you, what about the salt? Have you ever tasted seaweed straight from the seashore? Does it taste salty? I've no idea. I'm not going to taste that stuff. It may have rolled up and down that seashore for days, if not weeks. As the incoming tide pushes it up, then takes it back, then pushes it up, then there's no way I'm going to be tasting that. Now, it's fair to say, over that period of time on the seashore, it may have seen a couple of showers of rain. I don't know. I don't know when it was washed up. I only know when I collected it, and that was a few days ago. There is some, as I've said, in a pile outside and some on the raised bed. And we've had some frost. And if you think there's salt on seaweed, would you expect to see frost on seaweed? Let me show you first the frost on the grass in the field that I've just been in with the pups. Check that out, then come back to me. Okay, so as you could see, we've had a fairly hard frost. Now if we go out and look at the seaweed, if there's salt on the seaweed, as some people would suggest, and remember, it's salt that we scatter on the roads with grit in snow and frost conditions to give us grip, to melt the snow, to melt the ice. If there's salt on seaweed, would you expect this frost to settle on seaweed? Would you expect it to settle on a mix of chop and drop? Let's go and have a look. Let's see if there's any frost. Okay, so as you could see from that, the frost has struck the seaweed. It's sitting on seaweed and leaves, it's sitting on seaweed. There's no salt. There's no salt. Now what will happen as the day goes on, the sun will get on that seaweed, on that raised bed, and it will melt the frost. And then tonight we'll probably get some more frost. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more sunshine. So the seaweed is now temperature cycling. Just as when we get rain, it'll be wet and dry cycling. And these cycles that nature provides will break that seaweed down. And that's why we leave it exposed to the elements. So at this point in time, it's frost in the morning, sunshine as we go through the day. Frost in the morning, sunshine as we go through the day. Later on in the year it's probably snow, and we'll certainly see some rain. And then it'll dry out, and then it'll get wet, and then it'll dry out. And that's how that chopped mix of seaweed and leaves is going to break down over the winter months. I know, I've done it for a number of years now. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it, just a short one as I've said. A like would be nice. If you're not a subscriber, hey, why not? This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.